Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I am doing the closeout of the second week of October and gonna open up the third week. So I also have my coffee on the side. I'm gonna be taking little sips. I have also been crazy busy this week. I've been doing daily vlogs for the entire week, so go check out my other channel to see a little snippet of the crazy week that I've had. Also some renovation sneak peeks, but yeah, all of the fun stuff is on there. And now let's first do all the calculations for expenses, and then we can do the unstuffing. So let's start with spending, and I'm gonna calculate. We had quite a lot of spending this week across different categories. So we had $14.90 in spending. Dine out was $801. Utilities, I got some bills for the last months as well. So I think, so it's €201.99. So I feel like we don't even have enough in my envelope to cover this, but I hope to take care of that with the next cash stuffing. Rent also came out, and that is the loan that I pay for the bank, but I call it rent. So it's €649.88. Celebrations, €10 was spent on a scrapbooking event that is for my friend. So I took it from celebrations because it was like for Halloween, that was my spending. So I also filmed that. Go check it out in the Tuesday vlog, I think it was. But then joint account, I transferred €100 to our joint account. And then health, I spent 25 in medicine. And in apartment, we had quite a lot of charges. We had insurance charges come out, and then also stuff for renovation. Oh, I forgot what I added. Wait, 17 plus 35 plus 20 plus 50 plus 500 plus 3,000. That's €3,892.92 in renovation. And now the entirety of the second week cost me a lot of money. I can already say that. And in total, that was €4,902.70 just for the second week of July. I wanted to say July. It's definitely not July. So let me grab some money to change, and then we can do the unstuffing. Okay, let me add some bills. We can probably will have the need for some fives as well. Okay, let's start as usual with the weekly spending. That's the black binder. And we didn't spend anything in groceries, which is nice. So I'm just gonna move straight to dine out. We need to take out €8. So I'm gonna add 20 and take out 12, right? 20 minus 8 is 12. Yeah, math. So 10, 11, and 12. And again, I'm gonna mark the ones that I took out so I know. For spending, we need to take out €15. So I'm gonna add 20 and take out 5. So that's all of the spending charges. For joint account, I'm gonna take out 100. I'm also gonna write it here. So that's gonna be 100 that we take out. We have 250 left in joint. So that is this one. And buffer, we are not taking anything out. Let's do sinking funds next, which is health for €25. That is in here. And we have 10 in dentist and then 100 in miscellaneous. So I need to split it. I'm gonna grab a 50, 20, 40, and 50. I'm gonna grab like this. So 50, 70, 90, and 100. And we need to take out 25. So I'm taking out 30 and adding a 5, which leaves us with 75 in health. So 110 minus 25 is 85. I also need to update this little tracker. 75 in here. Great. So for sinking funds, that is all for this red binder. And then let's move on to monthly spending. And that is pink binder. So we're gonna take out rent first, and that is gonna be 650. So 500, 650. So we had all of that. And we have 15 left in here. I need a new tracker to keep track of this. So that is for the rent. And then utilities, I need to take out 202, but I only have 155. So I'm gonna make a note that I need to take out 202. And then I will be owing myself 47 euros to cover the charge that we had. So that is for utilities, these two charges. And then let's see, all of the rest are in the big binder. So I'm gonna take that. That's our A5 binder. And I guess we should start with celebrations. I'm gonna take out the 10. I'm gonna take the 10 from celebrations, from holidays. That leaves us with a 5 in there. So that's this one. And then the rest, I believe, are all in apartment. And let's first take out, we need insurance. So insurance was these two. That was 38 euros. So I'm gonna take out that. So 50 minus 38 is 12. Needs to be put back. So in total we have 32 now in insurance. Need to add that here. And then all of the rest is renovation. So that was 285 plus 20 plus 50 plus 500 plus 3,000. So 3,850. So 1, 2, 3, 4,000. No, I need to split this one. That's 10,000. Let me split it in two. So that's 5,000, 5,000. So now 5,000 minus 3,855. We should put back 1,145. So 1,145 should be put back. Now let's do all of the math and we'll see if we messed up anywhere or not. So we have 5, so 13,000 minus 3,855. We should have 9,210 left. So let's see if we have. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9,000, 150, 70, 90, 205, and 10, indeed. So we have the correct amount, which means that we didn't mess up anywhere. Perfect. Okay, so let me mark that I've done these, and we can now do the actual amounts for the week. So our paycheck was 778 euros. That's what we worked with. For groceries, we didn't spend anything. I remember that. For dine out, we had a little over 12, so we spent 8, and spending, we spent 15. So let me take these out and we will transfer them to other envelopes. And we added 75 in joint accounts. So for weekly spending, that in total was 98 euros. So let's see, we had 20, 30, 5, 6, and 7. So 37. roll over. So in rent we added 150, and I'm gonna add this 20 in utilities, so in total 35. So I get to cover some of the remaining what I owe myself. So I'm gonna add the 20, but as we know that I still owe myself 27 then. So technically that 20 is going straight back. And then so that in total was 185. So in sinking funds, we're not adding anything. In subscriptions, my phone plan changed. So this, from November, it's going to be 18 something. So I paid 16 euros. Now it's going to be 18. So technically I need 3 euros more. I'm just going to add an extra 5. So in total, it's going to be 10, just to be safe and to know that I will have that to cover. That's what always happens nowadays with all of the subscriptions. They suddenly just decide to change prices and increase them. So that's plus 5, and that's 31 in total that we have. So that's there. And then I feel like for all others, I'm just gonna leave it as is. So 2 went into crosswords, 14 in sports, and 2 in Spotify. So in total, for subscriptions, that was 28. And then for apartment, I'm gonna add the remaining 12 also into renovation. So that's gonna be 292 in total for the apartment. And then celebrations got 10 for special events. Christmas got 10 for friends. 5 went into emergency, and travel got 150. So in total, that was for savings and others 10, 20, 25 plus 150 plus 292, 467. So let me add these. A binder just fell, don't mind that. And for renovation, I'm gonna add these 12 in here. Just gonna write that down as this. Okay, I keep getting messages on my watch, so if you can hear that, I'm sorry. But let's calculate the total. So for total weekly, it was 98. For monthly, 185. For subscriptions, 28, and then 467. So in total, let's see if we did everything correctly. 778, exactly what we had. So that means we closed out the week with a 0, which is, where every euro of your income has a place to go. So our paycheck for the 3rd week of October is going to be 750 for the budget. So that's what we're going to work with. And for weekly, I'm going to add 20 in groceries, 20 in dine out, and 20 in spending as usual. And then 50 in joint account. So in total, that's going to be 110 for the week, for weekly. For monthly, I'm gonna add 150 in rent and 100 in utilities, just to try to lessen the damage. So that's 250 in monthly. For sinking funds, I'm not adding anything. For subscriptions, I'm gonna add 5 in crosswords. Then, 3 in crosswords, 5 in phone, and 2 in Spotify, and sports is gonna get a 5. So in total, that should be 15. Yes, so that is indeed 15 in total. And then for savings and others, we're starting with apartment. I'm gonna add 230 in renovation and then a 20 in insurance. So that's gonna be 250 in total. And then for celebrations, we're adding a 10 into special events. And then for Christmas, I'm adding a 10 in friends. And then emergency fund is gonna get 5, and travel is gonna get 100. So in total, this entire category, let's see. is gonna get 375. So let's see if we did everything correctly. And then we should have the correct amount. So 110 plus 250 plus 15 plus 275 is 750, exactly what we had in the income, which means that each area of our income has a place to go into our budget. Perfect. So that was all for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will be back tomorrow with a cash stuffing of this paycheck, so make sure to stay tuned for that. But in the meanwhile, I wish you a very wonderful day, and I hope to see you next time. Bye.